Hey, what's up, you guys? So I'm barely uploading another video, but they keep asking me a lot of questions of about the motor mounts and the wire harness and the computer, all that stuff. So I wrote down a list of basically what you will need to do a 4.7. If you have a 4.7 to a 5.7 engine swap, and I have a list, so hopefully this work helps out and works out for you guys. And I'll show you guys right now. I have the hood open just in case, so I can show you guys some parts and the list. So here's some of the stuff you guys will need to do. We'll start with the engine mounts. So the engine mounts, if obviously if it's a 4.7 4x4 or two-wheel drive, and you get a 5.7 two-wheel drive, the motor mounts are not the same. You'll have to get the motor mounts from a 5.7 4x4 to make it work on your if you're using a 4x4 or two-wheel drive. So because if you have a two-wheel drive truck and the parts truck you have, it's has a 5.7 and it's 4x4, engine mounts won't line up. It's two different engine mounts. So that's one of the things. If you go to a dealership's going to tell you that the 4.7, 5.7, 4x4 are the same motor mounts. Negative, they're not the same from the two-wheel drive. The two-wheel drive are two different ones, so they will not work. So if you guys plan on doing this, I suggest you guys get, if it's your truck is a 4x4, get a 4x4 wrecked one, or engine that was from a 4x4 or two-wheel drive. Your truck is two-wheel drive to make things easier. But if you don't mind working a little bit more, working with some weldings and doing stuff like that, then you'll be good. So that's one of the things they keep asking me. So we'll get that off the list. The second one is the AC. You're not going to be able to use your AC from your 4.7. Obviously, you're going to have to use the 5.7. And then these hoses, you're going to have to replace, I think, is this one. Because the AC is on this side and the alternator is on the other side. So that is one thing you guys going to have to do. If you guys just get the engine without the truck, make sure you guys get all these stuff. Or if you have a junkyard around you guys and you guys think you guys can get all these little small parts, then go for it. Obviously, these little parts are going to probably cost you $15-20, and they're going to add up if you don't have them. So that's why, to me, it was more easier to buy the whole truck than just buying the engine, because I wouldn't know what else I was going to need. So this video might be a little bit quick because of the fact that it's raining. I'm in California, so it's raining today, but it actually stopped for a little bit. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna make this video for you guys. So yeah, AC, that's another one. You could use your 4.7 AC condenser. It'll work. Everything's gonna be the same. But one thing I will tell you, the harness from the 5.7, it's different connection to the fan. So what I did, I went to the junkyard and got the connector for the 4.7 because I didn't want to rip the one I had from my wire harness. I just went to the junkyard, got it for $5 and did a little split right here. And then if this fan ever gives out, I have the 5.7 fan, so I'll have the plug right here and I can just plug it in. That's one of the other ones that you're gonna need. Fuel line. The 4.7 fuel line does not work with the 5.7. So that's what I'm saying right now, that it's better to get the whole truck than just buying just the engine. That fuel line, it's longer. The 5.7 one is longer. As you could tell, I had to do some little modifications, but that's no big deal. It connects to the 4.7 one, but it's longer. But you're gonna need it. You're gonna need it because the 4.7 won't work. That's another one. Engine harness. So this is, to me, there's two harness. The one that's on the engine, and then the other one that runs through the firewall. To me, that's two of them. So make sure you get the one. If you could just get the engine, make sure you get the other one that runs to the inside of the cab, because you're gonna need that one too. I'm going down the list. I just said engine harness and firewall harness, the one I'm just telling you as well. And then the computer's all the way in that corner. You're gonna need that too as well. It's starting to rain now on me. AC fan plug, I just told you about that. The 5.7 won't work with the 4.7, so you're gonna have to change that. Or if you have the 5.7 AC fan, if you want to change it, go ahead, no big deal. Windshield wipers, the plug-in from the 4.7 and the 5.7 are different, so I had to replace the wiper engine from the other truck. The connector's right there, so no big deal. A few screws and it goes out. Or you could have done the same thing I did to the fan, just exactly that thing, but I didn't want to do it. I had the truck, so I just did it. The pedal box. So obviously the throttle body is not wired, is through computer or whatever it is, and that actually the wire that from the 4.7 runs right behind here, and you're gonna change it straight towards under the battery. The little box is there, the one that sends the signal to the pedal. You're gonna need that as well. Let's see what else. Stuff like that, it's really easy to do. Once you have the engine out, you'll see everything you're gonna have to replace, and when the engine's out, everything is easy to put back on, so no big deal. Oh yeah, my truck is 4x4, so the wire harness was for my two-wheel drive. So now when I engage it to 4x4, my light doesn't turn on my dash. No big deal. I know it works because I already went off-roading on it. Not really off-roading, but I'll be posting the off-roading video pretty soon with this weather out here, and if it stays like this, it'll be pretty cool to go off-roading on my truck. I'll have a video for that too. Stay tuned. Let's see what else. Oh yeah, the ABS. My the 4.7 one, I think it didn't have ABS because the light wasn't turning on. But once I changed the harness on it, the ABS light on my dash came on. And I actually just changed my wheel hubs in the front, and they asked me if I wanted ABS on them. I just kept them without them. No big deal. The ABS light is there, but it doesn't hurt me. Okay, the radiator as well. You could use the 4.7 radiator, and you don't need to use the 5.7. The difference is that you have the same reservoir, but this cap is on top of the radiator. So no big deal. Same thing. You'll just save money. I went and ordered the radiator for the 5.7 and the cap, and it came out to like $250. And then I figured out that I could use the same radiator from the 4%, so I just returned it. So I saved myself $250. You know, I could use it in something else. That's where I spend on the tuner for the truck. And as you can tell, I even bought a K&N air filter and a throttle body spacer. Oh yeah, the power steering. I'm saying this because when I had this truck out in Mexico, that's where it was at a couple months ago. I actually replaced the power steering, and it was brand new. So I wanted to use it with the 5.7. It bolts on, but it throws the belt off track. Sorry. So you're gonna have to use the 5.7 power steering. And for last, the exhaust. Sorry, I had someone come out. Okay, so the last one, the exhaust. The 4.7 has one Cali converter on it. So the 5.7 has two, so the exhaust is not gonna work. So you're gonna have to cut some parts under the exhaust to get the the cat out, and exactly you're gonna do the same thing to the 4.7. So you're gonna have to do some exhaust cutting and going to the muffler shop and having some parts welded as well. So just keep that in mind. And there's not much to it, you know. It's just time consuming and patience, and as long as you get everything right, you'll be fine. Oh yeah, last thing, I changed the fuse box as well from the 5.7, took out the 4.7, just because when I had the truck, I turned it on and everything was working, so I just changed it. It wasn't much. But yeah, that's about it, you guys. ¿Qué ole? All right, sorry about that. But yeah, that's about much it. The transmission bolts on right to the engine. Torque converter. Oh yeah, the torque converter. I'm using the 5.7 one. You use the 4.7. It works as well, but I just chose to use the 5.7 torque converter. That's about it, you guys. Let me know if you guys actually I'm gonna make a video in Spanish as well, because I don't know if people in here would like a Spanish video, but just let me know, you know, what you guys think. I could do another videos of some other things in the Spanish. I don't mind. The alternator as well, the wire, it looks like it's not gonna reach, but it does, so you don't need to do any modifications to that too as well. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, you guys, just let me know. Hope you guys like this video. Thanks.